always learn the town hall. There's the town hall, the library, and the swimming pool. They're the three places. Is that the same when you're learning English in Poland? Is that because they thought logically they realised they can't teach you everything, so they teach you the stuff you need when you're on holiday, right? So you know you want to have a swim when you're on holiday, so they teach you where the pool is. And when you're not like in the pool itself but by it, you might want to have a read. And when you're not doing either of those, you're going to want to apply for planning permission. Right, meet the mayor. I don't know what happens at a town hall. I've never been to one in my life. What's that? Occupations. Okay, in a foreign country. You're a committed activist, my friend. Got 3 days of the holiday. Well, we can visit the museum on Monday, then we'll occupy the town hall on the Tuesday. Stage the protest. Haven't been to any of these protests. I was at the G20 protests where it all kicked off in the central London, and we all got kettled, and it was really interesting. Like, because I got kettled in, I was stuck there till about 1 in the morning, and then reading the newspapers the next day. It was fascinating because no newspaper reported the event as I saw it, because according to the right-wing papers, all of the protesters were scum, anarchists, and violent thugs who wanted nothing more to smash the system and smash everything and smash you. And then I saw it, and I was looking around, and it was mostly just blokes. And like people, and there were grannies and families and jugglers, a lot of jugglers. I mean, like, these things tend to have a lot of jugglers. I don't know, more jugglers than you'd ever find in any normal place gathered in. Jugglers don't want to smash things. That means they've done it badly. Then one person chucked a bin through a window, surrounded by 20 press photographers, and that's what gets reported. It's not a violent protest if the violent person is outnumbered by the press, right? That doesn't count, right? But then all the left-wing papers were the same about the police. They're like, fucking police, they're just brutal thugs, and all they want to do was smash the protesters and kick people in. And most of the police that I saw as well were just people doing a fairly unpleasant job, just to the best of their ability. Here's most of the conversation I had with the police, and my friends did as well. Like, do you know how much longer we're going to be kept in here? No, sorry. It's boring, isn't it? Yeah, sorry. And one of the policemen, out of all of them, one of them killed a man. And that is bad. That is definitely bad, right? I mean, he should be punished. I know that's a harsh statement right now, but I think he should be docked some pay at the very least. Because killing a man is wrong. I'm a little bit fascinated by... God, the last election was such a perfectly British disappointment, wasn't it? Like, it looked for a second like everything was going to change the elections. The system was going to be overthrown and things were going to change and the whole way in which we vote will be changed. And then in a perfect British way, it's a draw. Everyone gets a go. It's like school sports day where you get a ribbon for taking part. It's a weird, awkward government with some peculiar people. Daniel Hannan, I think, is my favourite. If favourite's probably the wrong word. But Daniel Hannan's the man who went on Fox News to complain about the NHS. To such an extent that even Cameron and Osborne had to distance themselves from his comments. He gave another interview a couple of days later to justify those comments. He was asked of political heroes, and he gave Enoch Powell, the famous racist. Well done. He then later went, I didn't mean for his racial comments. You can't do that. Not as a career politician. That's like going, well, I'm a big fan of Hitler. Oh, not for the kiddie bits. No, just his paintings. Oh, I have been taken very out of context on this one. That's what fascinates me about the Conservative Party right now, because for the most part, they are so PR savvy. Like Cameron and Osborne, they're marketing men, that's their background. But whatever they do, there's always someone in the party who's just one glass of port away. Just one glass of port away from singing a song about a gollywog. They can't help themselves. Every 3 or 4 months, the same story comes out. Glug, glug, glug. See the little fella. Stop it! Stop it! Don't sing the song. At least wait till the journalists have gone home. I could carry on waffling on to you all night because you're genuinely a lovely group of people, but after me you've got 2 fantastic acts who I know you're going to very much enjoy. I don't think what to tell you to finish, to be honest. Any questions? No? lovely. Except for the fact that even though you're student activists and you're nice and you're here to make a difference, I do know that because you're British people, there's still an element of you that are dicks. Because it's in us all, isn't it? Like, there is that bit of us in Britain that, like, you're being very nice and you are listening and enjoying the show, but I know there is a bit of you that hopes something fucks up. Because there is that British mentality beyond any other country. Like, the microphone's going now, perfectly on cue, isn't that? Like, I know for an absolute fact, this bunch of predominantly British people, you might not have experienced this yet, I don't know how long you've been over here from Poland, but we are cocks in Britain. We really do love stuff going wrong. I know for an absolute fact, you might like my jokes and my stories this evening, and I really hope you do, but I know nothing I could say to you. Nothing I could have said would have made any of you laugh nearly as much as if I walked up here, tripped over, and smashed my face in. Exactly, like, yeah, that would have been brilliant. How was the comedy? Hilarious. Genuinely hilarious. Matt Kirshen just bled for an hour. I mean, he wasn't meant to be there for an hour, there was other stuff scheduled, but he just sat there throughout the rest of the night. There were tears mixed up with the blood. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen, seriously. Do it. Yeah, exactly, do it. Threaten. It's peculiar as well. There's security on the door as well, like looking at us sort of shiftily on the way in, a little banner. No, this little secret gig in this little hideaway inside the stone building. Shh, no one knows we're here. Except for people who follow Twitter. It's kind of cool, right? Little secrety comedy show. I reckon this is what comedy would be like if we'd lost the war. Kind of fun, right? I'm going to hand you back to Chris, and do enjoy the next 2 hours because they're awesome. But thanks for listening to me. I've been Matt Kirshen. Take care of yourselves.